Okay, all right then. Everyone, our first scholarship of the day is a financial aid. It's at Johns Hopkins University. It's a really good university in the United States. It has a lot of Nobel Prize winners in its alumni. Basically, this is for bachelors. It's full funding, meaning it covers more. You're welcome. It covers more than just tuition fees. And as you can see, we have no specific nationalities, and all subjects offered at this school are eligible, accepted. Basically, a lot of people ask about, like, I'm from this country, I want to study this, can I find scholarships? As you can see, and as you will see, most scholarships don't have any requirements in terms of nationalities or subjects. As you can see, we have deadlines here. They're way in the future. And if you want to find the perfect scholarship for yourself, go to our website globalscholarships.com and use our free search tool. Type in the program, university, or the country you are interested in and see all the available scholarships. Use our filters to find the most suitable scholarship for yourself. It's completely free and doesn't even require registration. Find the perfect scholarship right now. So basically, what it covers is it covers 100% of the students' demonstrated needs. Now, what does that even mean? Like, what is a demonstrated need? Basically, when you apply to this university, this goes for all financial aids, and a lot of universities in the United States have financial aids. Basically, when you apply to the university, you tell them that you need financial aid. You say, like, I cannot cover all my expenses for this education, so I need financial aid. You have to tell them this when you apply for the university, and then university takes your information, like information about your family's financial situation, like their income, their tax information, and etc. Basically, there's something called a CSS profile. Hang on, let me just show you what it actually is. Yeah, this is CSS. Basically, it is a college scholarship service, I believe. Basically, you create a profile here, right? And then you give them information. As you can see, each year CSS profile unlocks access to more than $10 billion in non-federal aid to thousands of students. Basically, you give them information about your family's financial situation, and then you use this platform to apply for financial aids. All right. So the university takes that information and basically estimates how much your family can contribute to your expenses during your education. And let's say you need to have at least like $100,000 every year, right? And they say, okay, your family can cover about 40%, 40% of that. And if you get this scholarship, the university is going to cover the rest of that. They're going to give you about $60,000. Basically, it's going to cover everything that you show is your financial needs, but your family cannot cover. So basically that's it. But like, again, as I said, you have to tell them this before going to the university. So basically, when you apply for the university, you need to tell them you need financial aid. Anyway, the university is a good university, again, in the United States. Not a very large university. It's in Baltimore. There are 3 different scholarships in this university. We have information about like admission process, about deadlines here. And as you can see, tuition fees are quite high. $60,000 are high even for US standards, which is already high. Like US has the highest, kind of one of the highest tuition fees, level of tuition fees. But this is high even for United States, so about $60,000. Right? And if you want to learn more, like see where the university is or what it looks like, we can look into that on Google Maps. As you can see, it's in Baltimore, right? Here it is. It's not a very expensive place, and this is the university, Johns Hopkins University. If you want to study in the United States, it might be a good pick for you. It's good in terms of diversity either. So yeah, it's a good university. Again, has quite a lot of Nobel Prize winners in its alumni. So yeah, a good university. So basically, this is the school. If you want to learn more about the scholarship, you can, under the eligibility criteria, go to university's page for this scholarship. Now, they have this weird thing that like almost like hide the information all the way down here. Where it is, or is it? International students frequently asked questions. Wait, no, hang on. Where was it? Financial aid. Understanding financial aid. No, they also had financial aid frequently asked questions. I guess. And yeah, here it is. Okay. As you can see, we have frequently asked questions, and these cover quite a lot of the information about financial aid for other universities as well. For example, like, is financial aid available for international students? Yes. How do international students apply for financial aid? Do financial circumstances impact the admission process? As you can see, so this school is need aware for international students, meaning that financial circumstances are considered in the admissions process. Basically, there are quite a lot of universities that are need aware for international students and need blind for domestic students. What that means is, for example, I have a question like, if we are eligible criteria, we will get scholarship or not. They will evaluate, then select student. If you are, I'm not sure what the question is. Like, yeah, if you are eligible, like you have the eligibility criteria, you can apply for the scholarship. Then they will evaluate you and then select students. Also, if I get scholarship, what about the admissions? If you are talking about this, as you can see, about 10% of international students receive financial aid. But like, for this specific scholarship, you apply for the scholarship when you apply for the university. So there is no chance that you will get the scholarship but won't be admitted to the university. So like, scholarships are obviously more competitive than the admission process. So like, if you get the scholarship, you also will get the admission. Eamon, like, correct me if I'm wrong, are there any exceptions to this rule, like where we can get the scholarship? Or maybe, am I misunderstanding the question? Maybe you can get a better idea about the question.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense for anyone to get the scholarship without getting admitted, because if you're not going to study at a specific university, why would they give you a scholarship? So I think that just goes without saying. But as far as the eligibility criteria, even if you meet them, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will get a scholarship. The eligibility criteria are generally the minimum requirement for anyone to be considered for the scholarship, but they're not necessarily the optimal, whether be it whether it's academic results or extracurriculars. So whatever you find there is just the minimum, and then based on the applicants pool, they will decide who deserves the scholarships more. So if you have an applicants pool of people who have perfect GPAs, then they would select, in addition to other things, they would select those top 10% of applicants. Provided that they also need financial aid in this case. And in the same vein, if the applicants have low GPAs, then they would consider that pool of applicants as well. So they can't really, they don't have much choice there. But like, the reality of things is that all applicants have great GPAs. They have great extracurriculars. These scholarships are quite competitive. So you need to take that into consideration. The fact that you meet, for example, a GPA of 3.2, and then, I don't know, maybe there is an age requirement, and then maybe you have standardized tests results. Maybe you have like a good IELTS result. It doesn't mean that you will necessarily get the scholarship, because there are probably people who have higher scores than you, and they will be awarded the scholarship. And you won't be uh, in the top applicants that would get it because the places are limited and the scholarships are limited as well.
Yeah, so like the larger the scholarship, the more competitive it is. I am bachelor's, and when should I apply? Like after completing degree or during degree? So if you're talking about like a scholarship for bachelor's degree, um, I don't think because I think they're asking for like masters for another degree, like because you cannot complete, like you cannot apply for a scholarship for bachelor's degree after you complete the bachelor's degree. Um, like like if you are looking for scholarships that you can apply for now for bachelor's degree, like some scholarships will accept that, like based on the university, based on what scholarship you are interested in. Some scholarships are available for people like who are not new students, who are already in the university. Maybe like it's not your first year, or maybe you're a transfer student. But like quite a lot of the scholarships are like for bachelors at least. You need to apply for them when you are in your first year, like when you're a first year student. Eamon, what do you think about this one? This question?
Yeah, so if you're doing a bachelor's degree, I think the best course of action is to just apply for a master's degree abroad because there are probably more opportunities there. There are assistantships opportunities as well. So I think uh, once you finish your bachelor's degree, you can apply for a master's degree and apply for scholarships at the same time. It is still quite competitive. The scholarships are not that available, but I think if we factor in assistantships for graduates, I think there are slightly more chances of getting funding than you would at an undergraduate level.